It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. When looking at taking a small business and turning it into a big brand, it can seem like a huge challenge, by the way. And Adidas started off with limited resources operating. That's the Adidas, the shoe company that you know today, by the way. It started operating in the very beginning out of a little laundry room in a German operation, by the way. And they had a big issue. The big issue was, how do they compete with the big shoe brands that are out there? Because when you're building a business and you're starting from the beginning, no matter how great you are, how smart you are, how wonderful you think your product is, it's a big challenge. Now, here's an interesting fact that you might not have known. Back in 1954, Adidas got its really big break, by the way, when it participated in the FIFA soccer tournament. And what it did is it partnered with the German soccer team and had them wear Adidas shoes. And in that game, Germany won, and they won the whole tournament. It was like a historic. It was like, wait a minute, how did this possibly happen? And just the fact that they were there, the fact that they partnered with the German team and the Germans won, which means they had on the Adidas shoes, by the way, it took Adidas to a whole nother level. And it built a relationship. Now, but you would think, okay, that's all I need. No. When you have a sales system, there are many moving parts. One of the things that Adidas did that was really, really smart is they went out and they created, or I should say innovated, the stud, those little screw-in stud for soccer cleats. So you could take a stud out, you could put another one in, depending on how wet the ground was. And as a result of forming a partnership with a number of teams and individuals, so it was a two-pronged sales strategy, this unique selling proposition put them ahead of their competition and put them right on the national stage. So what's my big takeaway for you as a CEO, as you're watching, as you're listening right now? To grow your revenue and be profitable, you must innovate and create partnerships that set you apart from your competition. But in order to do that, you must have a solid sales system that not only aligns with your goals, but also help your clients solve a problem. You do that, and you will take your sales to an entirely different level. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Every morning, we like to get started with our mantra. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going in than there is coming out. What's my point? Selling is serious business. What's my point? Selling is serious business, by the way. So every morning, we also like to kick off with our mantra. And our mantra is learn, earn, and return. Go ahead and repeat that after me. Learn, earn, and return. So every morning we like to say, I must learn something new. Repeat after me, by the way. I have to learn something new in order to attract current and existing clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. What is our objective? Why do we get together every single morning? Well, our number one objective when we get together every single morning is threefold, by the way. Number one is to assess any daily sales progress that we have. Number two is to address any roadblocks that we have. And number three is to make sure we stay focused on the 5 sales systems or 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be profitable. And let me give you those 5 because I want you to be clear. Number one, you need a sales plan. Now, you need a one-page CEO sales plan. So not just any plan, it's a one-page CEO sales plan. Number two is you must understand the sales cycle. The case study that we talked about earlier was all about the sales cycle. Number three, there must be a sales message. Now, you think about it, if you're going to have partnerships, if you're going to have a sales system, there must be a sales message that your team is communicating. And number four is to understand the sales indicators. And the sales indicators are, what are we doing every single day to generate revenue in the business? We're talking about the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be profitable, by the way. And last but not least, but certainly most important, is you must have a sales team. Without a sales team, it's kind of hard to get going. It's kind of hard to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Now, every morning we get started, I love to start off with sharing connecting with you out there. Now you can see me, but I can't see you. So I'd like for you to do right now is do me a favor. Do me a favor. If you're watching live right now, you can do is look right below the video, and put a hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here means you're in the conversation around sales, around success, around generating revenue for your business. And I'm so glad you're here. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. Do me a favor, just look right below the video and put hashtag replay. Hashtag replay. And for all the folks right now that are tuning in and you're watching on the on-demand streaming platforms, we appreciate you. Maybe you're on Roku, maybe on Apple TV, maybe you're watching on Amazon right now, or YouTube Live, whatever platform you're on, we appreciate you. Do me a favor, look right onto the right-hand side and drop me a note over at I am Che Brown. At I am Che Brown. Let me know that you're in the conversation. We appreciate you. You showed up. Thank you so much for being here. What is our outcome? Why do we have the CEO Sales Huddle? The CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So yeah, you know how to sell. I get it. You're already a rock star. I understand that. You're the CEO. But how do you sell more faster? How do you focus on the 3 areas that we focus on every single morning? It's about sales growth. It's about accountability, and it's about consistency. And all we ask for is 15 minutes a day. Now, you think about it, there are 1,440 minutes in every day. Never 1,441 minutes. And if there's anything less, well, that's a different conversation, right? But you think about it. 1% of your day, 1,440 minutes represents 1% of your day where you tune in and you're laser focused on the one area, which is sales, that generates the revenue in your business that's necessary to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So that's why we show up for 15 minutes every day. What is our number one outcome? Number one outcome is for you as a CEO to earn an extra $100,000 a month over and beyond whatever you're earning today because you're just in this conversation. So you're in this conversation around sales and success. You improve your sales systems. You improve your sales strategies. You improve your sales funnels. You communicate how your sales message is going to be. And as a result, you solve more problems. You help more people. You transform more lives. You build more businesses. And at the end of the day, for many of you, depending on what industry you're in, you're going to generate tons of revenue. And that revenue allows you to do so much more good in the world. Don't you just love it, by the way? And now we're at the part that I think is the most important part that I can't wait to every single morning. And that is, we talk about the CEO sales dashboard. And the biggest challenge that CEOs need is, what do I need to measure on a daily basis, Shay? If I can just measure this, I know the magic's going to happen all by itself. And I agree with you 100%. So we create a CEO sales dashboard and say, look, you only have to focus on 4 areas. Isn't that pretty good? Or 5? Leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So if you focus on these 5 areas, it'll transform your business. So you can go right now, the CEO Sales Huddle. You can open yours up right now. So I'm going to open it up right now. And we created this dashboard. Now, this dashboard is an Excel sheet that you can go get over at www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Once you download it, it looks just like this. Now, for some of you who already download this every single morning, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. By the way, if you're watching this for the first time, well, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. But you can go across the top. And I want you to go to today's date. And I want you to go stop at the first category, which is leads today, right now. Now, we can focus on the other areas, but today, let's just focus on leads. Because for many of you, if you generate more qualified leads, if you get in front of more folks that are qualified, you're going to close more deals. You're going to make a bigger difference no matter where you are and what you're doing right now. So as you're watching right now, go across leads. And when you look down the leads, you see where it says right there, number of new leads that went into your database. So I want you to go ahead and right now, think about how many new leads went into your database right now. Seriously, just go ahead and put that down right now. For some of you, how many were engaged? What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets measured. And that's one of the beliefs that we have at the CEO Sales Huddle. So I want you to measure right now how many leads were engaged. Now, for many of you, you're tracking how many referrals you get on a monthly basis. I mean, that's a little bit advanced. For some of you, like, whoa, Shay, I just got to get going. I get it. I understand it. Been there, done that. But on this case, you're here, you're in the conversation. I want to acknowledge you for doing that. But then also, how many leads were qualified? Many times folks get excited, and I get that because they had some leads come in, and that's pretty cool. But let's look at how many leads were qualified. That means they have an interest, want, and desire in what you're offering every single day. Now, once you have that, now you can see how many appointments are set and how many offers are made. Now, look at yesterday. Look at the day before yesterday. Go back and look at the last week. For some of you, look at the last 30 days and look at the trend that you're seeing when you have the CEO Sales Dashboard. The CEO Sales Dashboard is the number one tool the CEOs use to generate $100,000 or more a month in their business. And you can go across the top. There's set subcategories. I get it. You can customize it if you need to. But let's just focus on leads. And I want you to think about, what is your number one lead generation strategy? Like, of all the things you're going to do right now to make a difference and just generate more leads, what's your number one strategy? And how will that implementing that number one strategy change the trajectory of your entire business? And we look at this tomorrow or the next day, or sometimes we have to wait. We'll look at it a week or two from now. You've seen a shift in the number of leads that are coming in. But we don't just stop there. This is not all just about, okay, I got some leads to come in. That's pretty cool. No, we're going to look at celebrating some wins. We're going to look at what's working really, really well. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So I want you now to focus on celebrating some wins that you've had in the business. We just looked at the CEO Sales Dashboard. You looked at the results. What gets measured gets managed. You bought into that. And so now you're going to say, well, let me ask myself 3 questions, by the way. Number one, what are you most proud of for the sales organization yesterday? What was your biggest accomplishment in the sales organization yesterday? Now, this is all about the sales organization. It's not about, you can apply it to any area of your life, obviously. But right now, I just want you to focus and lean in and just acknowledge the sales organization for the work they've done. We're going to look over them and say, you know what, if you could brag right now. You say, Shay, I want to come aboard. And I want to say hello to everybody, Shay. And I just want to brag about one of the biggest accomplishments we had yesterday in the sales organization. We would ask that question, what would it be right now and why? But powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So we're going to go to the other side. We know the world's not perfect. We're going to look at any hurdles that we had, any challenges that we had. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So what was your biggest roadblock yesterday for the sales organization? And when you look at everything you have to do and get done in your business right now, and you ask yourself, what's the one thing today that's kind of preventing us from moving forward? What would it be? Like, I want you to think through that for a moment. And then I want you to go all the way to the other side of the question. The last question I want you to ask yourself is, what's the one thing that if you did it today, you completely control it inside the sales organization, it would move the needle? Sometimes you do something that's just another day. I get that. And then sometimes you do something and it moves the whole needle for the sales department. What would it be? You're amazing. You're incredible. You got this. My message of the day is, you got this. My message of the day is focus on top income producing activities. What are the activities you need to focus on that produce the results? And those are the money activities. Those are the activities that you're tracking inside of the CEO dashboard. They're tracked there because those are daily revenue producing activities. Those are the activities that produce the money. When you do that, you will see your sales go up, 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 up and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. I want to remind you that you're amazing. I want to remind you that you're incredible. I want to remind you that you're a special individual. Yes, you're an entrepreneur. I get it. Yes, you're a business owner. I understand it. Yes, you're someone that believes you have the potential inside of you to perform at a higher level, and you want to do something about it, or you wouldn't be here, but you're in this conversation. So as you move forward, focus on top income producing activities. My name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things how we connect again next time. God bless. And I wish you all success. Peace. We out of here. Bye-bye for now.